You've probably seen adventure sports and you look at it and you're like, wow, that's super dangerous. I could never do that. But here's 3 reasons that you should. The true power of the outdoors is something that not a lot of people like to talk about. We see the beautiful rivers and the nice views and the Instagram pictures and the Instagram videos. And all we see is the beautiful highlights, but we don't talk about the mental benefits that come along with that. In whitewater kayaking, it really pushes you to stay in the moment because the moment you think about the future, you think about the past, or how you messed up that one time, you take focus off of being in the moment, and then you might miss a move that you needed to get in order to get to an eddy or to get down that rapid without flipping over. So it really forces you to be in the moment because as soon as you aren't in the moment any longer, you could mess up and you could get really hurt. So it's important that you stay in the moment, and kayaking really forces you to do that. And one of the biggest things that I've learned throughout my 10 years of kayaking is that there's always things to improve on. It doesn't matter how many times you've done a forward stroke. There is still something in that technique that you can improve on. For me, I was 3 years into kayaking with a guy I just met who just got into the sport. And I'm 3 years in, and this guy tells me, hey, Nick, why are you using your arms so much? You need to use your core and rotate when you're paddling. And I'm like, son of a bitch, this guy just started and he's already telling me how to paddle. And he was right. I needed to rotate my core because I was tiring out so quickly because I was using all my arms. So there's always something that you can continue to work on and improve on, no matter what. And it's really important that you learn from someone who can give you the right technique, because if you start with a poor foundation, then everything you learned above that is not going to be the best, and you need to unlearn those skills and reset a new foundation. Another reason that I really love kayaking and adventure is the community that it brings you and introduces you to. I've met hundreds of people throughout my kayaking career, and there's been some good ones, there's been some bad ones, and there's been some amazing people, but the majority, 90% of the community is just amazing people with really deep stories and people you just want to really get to know at a deeper level. People you want to know more than just passing by and saying, hey, how are you? People you really want to get to know that are just so kind and caring and always looking out for you. That's another thing is people, when you're on the water, they're always looking out for you. What really makes one group stand out that you paddle with over another is when you're going down a rapid and they look back. They look back to check on you to make sure you're doing okay. That's how you know you're part of an amazing group. And fortunately, whenever I'm paddling with my friends, they're always looking back. I'm always looking back to make sure people are okay. We're always looking out for each other because we don't want to get hurt. We want to make sure that everyone with us and everyone in the community can continue kayaking until they can't anymore. And I think that's really beautiful, is that in the outdoor community, people are always looking out for each other. It's an amazing thing to be a part of. I've actually come back from kayaking trips in tears because I'm like, I don't want to go home. I just want to continue kayaking every day and hanging out with these people every day and not having to work and just kayaking all the time because these people are just so amazing. It just brought me to tears. Sometimes it's just hard to explain just how amazing it is, and the thrill and the community and the excitement that it brings you and the growth that you feel throughout this sport. Like, you're always pushing to do something better. You're always pushing to go on a river that's harder. You're always pushing to achieve some goal that you have in mind. You're always pushing. And I really think those are the most beautiful things about kayaking and just outdoors and in general and adventure sports is they really force you to be in the moment. They have great communities that surround them, and they're always pushing you to grow. You're never standing still. So guys, if you liked this video and it really resonated with you, make sure to like, comment how this sport has made you feel and how it has impacted your own life, and share it with a friend who might need to hear this or is looking to get into the sport, but they're pretty hesitant, so they know how comforting of a community it is.